Hello and welcome to the Stamp Camp. I'm Glenda Calkins, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Today I have a one-sheet wonder to show you, and we are going to be using a Christmas bundle, but we are going to take it from Christmas and turn it into a fall bundle. So even though it says Christmas, we are going to make fall cards using it, and we are going to create 5 one-sheet wonder cards with one 8.5-inch by 11 piece of cardstock. Let's change the camera and get started. Okay, so this is the bundle I'm going to be using. This has dies and this has dies. We're not going to be using the dies, but we are going to be using these two different bundles. This is the Christmas season bundle, and then this is the Christmas to remember bundle. This has some gorgeous dies that coordinate with it. I've showed you this set before, as well as I've done a one-sheet wonder with this set before as well, but they were Christmas cards. Today we are going to be making fall cards with these two sets. So let's get started. We're going to start out with a piece of very vanilla cardstock. And I'm taking all these, well, not all, but most of these leaves that are in the set, and we're going to create our one-sheet wonder. So we're going to start with this leaf right here, and this is the rich razzleberry. And we're going to randomly stamp that all over our 8.5 by 11 piece of very vanilla. Again, this is one of those techniques. Every time you do it, it's going to look differently depending on where you stamped, how much you stamped. You know the drill. All right, maybe I'll do it a little bit different and I'll turn it. So we're going to get images going in all different directions. The next one I'm going to take is the bumblebee. And this is one of those leaves out of that set. And you can turn your stamp if you don't want to turn the paper. Just a little something different. You kind of like your prints to go in all different directions. That way it can be used for many different card layouts. So now I'm going to come in with the old olive. And we're just going to kind of fill in some more of these gorgeous leaves. Like that. And now I'll come in with the pumpkin pie. And I think I'll turn it again. And we'll come across. Let's see. We're kind of just going to squeeze this guy in wherever. Again, don't worry if you overlap images, totally fine. Leaves all fall on top of each other anyway in the fall, right? Switch your directions. It's hard to say. Okay. Now I'm going to come in with yet another stamp, and this is the Blackberry Bliss, and these little dots are in the same stamp set. So these little dots can be your fillers if there's a little space that you want to fill in. Maybe you want it a little bit more color. And then I'm going to also show you one more little tip that you can do. as a filler. And remember, when you cut it up, if you see a bare spot or an edge that you think needs a little color, go right ahead and stamp those edges. Gotta make sure I hit my ink pad, not looking what I'm doing. Again, just feel free to overlap images, stamp on top of the images. There's no right or wrong. It's gonna look gorgeous however you do it. One right there. Okay, now I'll show you another little technique that you can do if you want a little more filling in. I am going to take the Rich Razzleberry re-inker or ink refill, and I'm going to take the Rich Razzleberry ink pad. You can see where I already put a drop in the lid. Then you're going to take your water painter with water in it. You want to make sure that it's getting water to the barrel. You're going to pick up that re-inker and you're going to blot it. Tap it on the edge like this and you're going to see all those little shimmery, not shimmery, but little spots of ink. It's a great way to fill in those backgrounds. Just make sure that your space is covered, because I had all little spots on my table the other day. And you can do it as much as you want, little as you want, whatever the case may be. I'm going to push that ink out into that pad. And then I'll push that out into a paper towel until I get a nice clear liquid coming out and I don't have that ink in there anymore. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this cut up. I'm going to get some of these stamps out of my way because I tend to make a mess if I don't. I'm going to get rid of the Blackberry Bliss. I'm keeping the Rich Razzleberry because our card base is going to be Rich Razzleberry. Make sure I'm not going to smear up my cards here. Okay, you're going to take that gorgeous 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock up. You're going to place it in here at 4 inches and cut. And you're going to take this one at 4 inches and cut. And you're going to turn, you can do both of them at the same time if you want, save some time. Oops, just about messed up here. You're going to cut these at 2 inches. So they're going to be 2 by 4, and you're going to have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 pieces that are 2 by 4, and then you have these 2 strips here. All right. Now you can place them so that they match, which then you got to find your match, or when you're cutting, make sure you watch how you place them. When I was doing these, let's see here. I got a little green here. Nope. Does that go? Nope. If you want them to match up, you can match them up. If you don't care, which mine, I really don't care if they're matched up or not. It really makes no difference. Let's see, does that go? Yeah, that one matches that one. That one matches that one. And a couple of these will not match just because we cut the edges off. I don't think that goes there. Maybe this one might not match anything. That one might not either. This one matches this. Nope. Here, I thought I had it. So I got a couple that match. It's totally up to you whether you want them to match or not. Like I said, you're going to do 3 cards the same and 2 cards the same, or you can do all 5 cards the same. The choice is yours. I'm going to start out with the 2, and this is the Rich Raspberry, and this is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. We're going to do 2 of those, and they're going to be the same, so we might as well do them both at the same time. I have a piece of Berry Vanilla for the inside. This is 4 by 5 1/4. We're going to take the Rich Raspberry and the leaf that we used, and I'm just going to stamp that right in the bottom corner. Feel free to do that on your Berry Vanilla envelopes as well, so they all match up. So I'm going to take this, and this is going to go on the inside. And I've got one already done. So if you don't want to make all 5 cards the same, you can make 2 like this and 3 like I'm going to show you next. All right, so then you're going to take, it doesn't even matter if they match or not, because you're going to place them, and you had these 2 little pieces from the end. So you're going to attach those to the front. So now, are you still thinking that is a Christmas only stamp set? I'm not. Both of those could be used for fall. In fact, this stamp set with all these leaves could easily go all year round, because change up your colors according to the season. In the spring, you could do like a nice pink with some browns for your spring cards. I'm going to get this back in here so we're in the view. So don't just think Christmas with this stamp set. It's an awesome set that you can carry throughout all the seasons just by changing your color combinations. And do I want it like that? Oh, yep, I do. Almost matched up. It's kind of cool. Okay, so then I took the Christmas sentiments, Christmas to remember. But if you look at this sentiment right here, friends like you make this season special. Like I said, you can use this set for all the different seasons. So, friends like you make this season special. It can be fall cards, it can be spring cards, summer cards. We have the 4 seasons here in Michigan. Now you could pop this up if you like, or you can stick it right flat down. The choice is yours. To use the die cuts that I use are the Tasteful Labels dies. I use this one right here to die cut those out. The ink is the Rich Raspberry. If you miss what supplies I told you I used, if you click on Show More under the video, it will pop up and you can click on any of those links. It will bring you to my website where you can purchase the supplies. Now you can accent your tag here with the Pumpkin Pie Holiday Jewels here. You have all these beautiful colors, but the pumpkin pie was used here. You could also use these square, these are last year's in colors, and the Bumblebee ink. You could put those on there. If you don't have any of those, you can use your regular old pearls with your blends and color them in any color that you want. Now these I did with the pumpkin pie. This one here, I put the bumblebee jewels on, so you can step those up with those jewels. So I'll probably do that later. We'll continue on. Now you're going to have 3 more cards, and this is cut 4 1/4 by 11. It's scored at 5 1/2, and then it is scored at 6 1/2. And we're going to create this like book binding card. So you could do all 5 of them like this, or you can do 2 like I showed you at the beginning, and then 3 of these book binding ones. The choice is yours. All the pieces are cut the same, so they work on either variation. All right, so there we have all our book binding cards ready to go. Now what I did was I took the bumblebee ribbon, and this was on the clearance rack refresh. Right now the clearance rack has been refreshed, but this ribbon is already gone. So the clearance rack refresh is while supplies last. So if you haven't looked it up yet, you're going to want to look it up, because stuff on there is going fast. Now, what you can do if you don't have this ribbon and it's already gone, there is a bumblebee gingham ribbon from the annual catalog. You'll find it under Show More. I'll place it down there. You can click on that link and order that. And I think the gingham would be beautiful, because I think of fall and gingham, and I just think that would be a pretty color as well. So now you're going to tie your ribbon. You can either do it in the center, you can do it towards the top, towards the bottom, wherever you want it. I'm going to take a glue dot, and I'm going to place it where I want my knot. And I'm going to do that on all of these, so I don't have to come back in with the glue dot later. And so I'm going to just show you, one can be in the center. Whoops, it's stuck to my finger now. There we go. And one, they can be at the top, they can be at the bottom. I tend to either tie it so that it's at the top or in the middle. Just my taste. So I'm going to come around with this bumblebee ribbon, push that down on that glue dot, which is like my 3rd finger to hold it in place, and then bring this around and tie my nice square knot. Take my scissors, cut off the excess. So there it's at the top. I'm going to take the glue, the liquid glue I found with this type of card works best, even better than the Stampin' Seal. You're creating like a hinge. So I'm going to leave that, and we'll come to the next one. Come in with our ribbon. And place that on that glue dot. Come around. So there's the center one. Kind of center. I guess I was a little off center. We'll put glue on that one. One thing about the One Sheet Wonders, you get a nice stack of cards. So it's great for Christmas cards, fall cards. If you send out a bunch this time of the year, this is a great way to do it. If you have a bunch of birthday cards you need to get out, One Sheet Wonders work wonderful for that as well. Really any occasion. Bridal shower cards, invitations, baby shower invitations. Okay. Trim them up. Glue this one down. I can see my other ones are popping up. I might have to hold them a second. All right. So again, if you need any of the supplies, you can visit my blog, www.TheStampCamp.com. Click on Show More under the video, and a list of supplies that I've used today will come up. All right. Trying to get these all to stay. This was the first one, and I think this one's down pretty good. So if you want them matched up, you can go ahead and match up your patterns, but you're going to attach those to the front, just like that. The dimensions will be on my blog, and the direct link to my blog will be under the video, under Show More. So you'll have the direct link to the blog post where I have these cards. I'll try to get the measurements under the video as well, but sometimes I forget to do that, and you will find them on my blog. Two more pieces to go here. That looks good just like that. All right, and then I have some more of those sentiments already stamped and die cut. So we're going to take them and we're going to put them on the front. Again, if you want to pop them up, you may pop them up. Add your jewels, whatever kind you decide to use. Love these color combinations. Now, you would never think Christmas. I think you can get the idea now if you wanted to use it for spring. Pinks, browns, let's see, crumb cake, like, ooh, early espresso crumb cake, and like a nice soft pink would be gorgeous. Okay, we're going to put this on the inside. For your summertime, you could do any of the brights colors. It would be awesome for 4th of July, red, white, and blue. You could do so much, so many seasons. And friends go with every season. So it's not strictly Christmas. So I just took this Christmas bundle and upped the value of it for you by making it available in all the seasons, not just Christmas. So aren't those fun and gorgeous? Love those colors. Again, we have rich raspberry, bumblebee, old olive, a little blackberry bliss, pumpkin pie. So cute, so pretty. Love that. So I'm going to embellish these puppies up with some of these little jewels I have here. And that will be another one sheet wonder in the books for you. But I'm going to go ahead and jazz these up with these beautiful rhinestones and jewels. So that is it for today. If you are new to my YouTube channel, make sure that you like, share, follow. Give me that thumbs up. Let me hear some love from you guys. Click on that bell in the upper right hand corner so you always get notified when I go live. Again, any supplies you will find under the video under Show More. If you click on any of them, it will bring you to my online store. I appreciate any and all orders that you send my way. And that host code for October is there as well. That is it for today. Thanks for stopping by.